Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing good. I welcome you all back to our channel, the TA Effect GH. I really believe I'm audible. Yes. Okay, so I welcome you all to a heartwarming and thought-provoking revelation that's generating headlines throughout the web in an unprecedented manner. I know this is not going to sound good and cheerful to you, but I still have to say it. You know, being an international student in Canada or being a prospective international student here in Canada isn't a guarantee of permanent residence or a guarantee of citizenship. Yes, it is not a guarantee. If you want to find out more about this, kindly watch this video to the end. Subscribe, smash the like button, and share this video. Okay, Ransa, keep educating us, bro. Thank you very much for joining. Yes. So, as I said, being an international student is not a guarantee towards permanent residency. I hope I'm really audible. Kindly let me know, guys. I really hope I'm audible. Yes. So, IRCC minister's statement in the quite recent update about the international student pathway not guaranteeing permanent residency has really caused a lot of confusion, not only among international students who are already studying here in Canada, but also those outside of Canada thinking of studying. You are loud and clear. Thank you, Sir Morgan. Thank you, crystal clear. Okay, so it has really caused a lot of confusion. Echo Multimedia, big up, sound clear, bro. Thank you. So his recent update has not only caused a lot of confusion just for all the international students already studying here in Canada, but also those who are thinking of applying and relocating here to study. You know, it's every international student's dream to at least study in Canada, work, and then what apply for the PR, which we are all thinking to do. So in this video, we are going to discuss and understand the student to permanent residency pathway, some of the courses and occupations to consider, what is planned for you after graduation, and how you can actually transition here as an international student to be what? A permanent resident. Okay, so this is from Bernard Sean Fabio here. Yeah, big ups, Fabio. Bashi, big ups, brother. Big ups. Thanks for joining. Don't forget to smash the like button so other people can also see this. Thank you very much. Eric saying, I just got admission into University of New Brunswick. Would PR be possible? Just stay glued to this video and watch the end. By the close of this session, you would have an answer to what you were asking. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Erickson, for joining. All right. So, hi, this is the TA Effect GH, and I create, if this is your first time, I create realistic video contents for international students who are in Canada and who are planning towards navigate their ways to relocate here to Canada to study. So if it's your first time and you are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe, and also don't forget to like this video if you want to see more videos like this. Young CEO, good afternoon, bro. Yeah, good afternoon. I hope you are doing good. This is from Coded Relaxation Channel. Hello. How you doing? Yeah. So now to the real deal. I know many agents, connection men, and agencies have made numerous promises to international students that their path to permanent residency will be a straightforward after graduation. No, that is not the case. It is really astonishing that some students have the misconception that after graduation they will automatically be granted permanent residency. That is never the case, my dear. That is not true. If you understand, for the 1+1 during the second program, the proof of funds for the second program, do I need the full tuition fee and living experience to extend? No, you don't really need to have your full tuition fee. Since you're already here in Canada and you are working, at least a minimum of, let's say, 5,000 to 6,000 Canadian dollars is okay. Yeah, if you just have that one in your account, at least 6,000 Canadian dollars, that is okay to extend what your student permit. Yes, as I was saying, it is not a guarantee. Once you study here, it's not automatic that once you've studied here, you are going to be given what your permanent resident, your PR. No, The aim, actually, our aim for today is to create awareness to all international students that their student pathway is never an automatic guarantee to permanent residency in Canada, but it does provide a bridge to strive towards what permanent residency. It doesn't what guarantee you, but it gives you a path to what your permanent residency. This is the bitter truth that most YouTubers won't tell you guys. As I said, I make realistic videos, so expect nothing but just the truth. So let's just dive straight into it. Join me as we all uncover these hidden what mysteries. I will just call them mysteries. So let me start by explaining and making you understand the student to permanent residency pathway. Here, one, before you study here in Canada, there are some key steps that you need to understand. You just need to know them. First of all, you need to study for at least 1 year or 2 years here in Canada. That will make you eligible for what your post-graduation work permit. If you study here in Canada for 1 year, you get a 1 year post-graduation work permit. And if you study for 2 years, you are eligible for what? A 3-year post-graduation work permit. So the PGWP period is actually the right time you can apply for your permanent residency. The pathway appears straightforward, as I have just said it in a couple of seconds. It appears straightforward, but my dear, there are many factors to consider while applying for your permanent residency. The more reason why the minister said that the student pathway does not guarantee the PR. So that is one. Number two, choosing the right program to study. It is important when choosing your program. You consider whether the institution and program will be eligible for your post-graduation work permit. If you want to know more about how to do this, I have a video right here. After this live session, yeah, you can actually watch it and know what you are actually applying for. I think yesterday I had an email from someone, and the person was she's already in school, but unfortunately, she didn't know. She had no idea that her school doesn't meet the eligibility criteria for PGWP, and she's paid like more than half of her tuition fee, and her tuition fee was like $18,000. She's already paid like $11,000 to the school. So this is why you need to go and watch the video. Okay, I think the title for the video is how to know if your Canadian school has DLI and PGWP. So you need a program that will help you tap into the high in demand occupations here in Canada, not any occupation. We have the high in demand occupation here in Canada. Canada is looking for professionally skilled. They are looking for professionally skilled workers that will fill in the labor market, the Canadian labor market. So if your program will align you to that regard, it will help you get into the job market that is needed here to be able to transition into your permanent residency. And it will shock you that the recent update, how they are saying, the IRCC is changing the PGWP reforms, and it's actually calibrating it into what fits into the Canadian labor market. One prominent example I will give is, a greater number of international students have enrolled, and people are still enrolling in courses, in general arts programs, and also business programs. It will shock you that many graduates of these programs end up working in places like Burger King, Tim Hortons, Subway, McDonald's, among others. Honestly, there's absolutely nothing wrong with working at these food joints. But if your aim is to get permanent residency in Canada, my dear, don't. It is only wiser to get and acquire a skilled job or a professional job. How can you do this? You need to enroll in a professionally program. In fact, those places, you don't need any certifications to work in these places. But because your program has a very tiny job prospect, you would have no option than to work in these places. And I strongly believe that you wouldn't want to pay 16,000 to 40,000 Canadian dollars to work in a food joint and make minimum wage. Minimum wage here in Ontario is like $16 and some few cents. You wouldn't want to pay that huge amount of money and go make that minimum wage. I recommend you pursue a more specialized program like nursing, trades, accounting, finance, project management, among others, rather than getting a general management program, right? Anna Cool Herman Cole. Can I move to Canada with my family if my stay is being sponsored by an individual? Being sponsored, like how? Is it that you have a job and you will have an LMIA, or kindly let me know what you really mean by being sponsored by an individual. So, just in case you still do not know and you are still struggling which fields you need to venture in, this is the list provided by IRCC, which they will be focusing on to select and nominate people from the express entry pool. One is healthcare. Number two is the STEM profession. So the STEM is a broad thing for the S stands for science, T for technology, E for engineering, and M for what? Mathematics. Number three is what? The trades such as carpenters, plumbers, and contractors. Number four is for transport. Number five is for agriculture and agri-food what occupations. Now let's have a close look at some of the specific category of occupations that IRCC is talking about. So with regards to agriculture and agri-foods occupation, as you can see, yeah, I'm taking a look from my phone over here. Yes. So with respect to agriculture and agri-food, they are looking for butchers. You know, it's kind of strange that those people that they actually want in Canada to give PR to, these are the people we do not respect in our home countries, especially in Ghana. Butchers, Chichanam, nobody regards you. You know, like they are looking for butchers. Also, they are looking for agricultural service contractors and farm supervisors. They are looking for landscaping people. They are looking for railroad carmen and women. They are looking for air pilots, flight engineer officers, and also with regards to the transport, they are looking for engineer officers, railway traffic controllers, and also with regards to the STEM, and they are looking for engineering managers, everything about engineering, everything, architects, computer and information system managers, land surveyors, statisticians, data scientists, information system specialists, web designers, software developers, civil engineering, electrical and electronic engineering, web developers, industrial and manufacturing engineers, and also with regards to healthcare occupations. I think quite recently, during our live stream, a friend of ours asked, he was a PA, like a physician assistant, I think a few days ago. Yeah. So, being a physician assistant from outside of Canada, you can actually join the express entry pool because they are looking for people like that. So with healthcare occupation, they are looking for specialists in clinical and laboratory medicine. They're looking for specialists in surgery. They're looking for general practitioners and family physicians. That is the PA here. They're looking for veterinaries, dentists, optometrists, dietitians, psychologists, chiropractors, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, kinesiologists, like nurses, RPNs, nurse practitioners, paramedical occupations, physio, everything about health. They are looking for these kind of people, right? So now, our next step to do is got to do with what the PGWP, the post graduation work permit. Currently, Canada is considering reforming and calibrating what the post graduation work permit. Just in case you are new to this channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, please watch our video on our channel. It's titled what the IRCC major changes for international students 2024. It's in the video. Yes, go watch it. Yeah, they are thinking of reforming the post graduation work permit and aligning it with the Canadian labor market. I think personally, over the years, they've given PR to certain people who still do not find their way into their labor market. So henceforth, what they are trying to do is they are going to align it. They have specific people that they are looking for, and it's only those people they are going to give PR to. If you don't find yourself in those lists, please, if it's not too late, switch into these five occupational lists that I just mentioned like a few minutes ago. Okay, so if you are still in the stage where you are thinking to relocate and study here in Canada, or you are looking for a program to relocate to Canada with, you really need to dig and research about a lot of courses that will align you with what the new provision by the IRCC. Um, okay, this is to say that find a program that is in what the 5 occupation list that I just mentioned, whether it's healthcare, whether it's trades, whether it's agriculture, whether it's transport, whether it's the STEM. You should be looking to target what these areas. For that one, once you are done with school, you have your job available, and also your way to what PR is assured. Number 2, you need to research and dig what will be your fate when you graduate with your desired program of choice. Are you now going to apply for jobs, or how is the job prospect like for your course? Is there availability of jobs where right after graduation, one, you have what your experience, and also you have your certificate to prove that this is the course that I took? Are there job available for your program? If there are not, you are going to find yourself in working with these full joint that I just made mention of, right? Number 3, what you need to research is what are the high in demand occupations, which I have actually made video about quite recently. The high in demand occupations. That is something you need to research on before you relocate to Canada, because they are actually changing. They are making reforms, law reforms. They are changing everything. So the old system is not what we are using now. So please, let's take notice of that. One very important point is, wait, I think Bernard Sean, can a non-family member sponsor my study in Canada, or let's say a company? Oh yeah. And they don't really have a problem with who sponsors you, but at least you are Ghanaian. So let me just say, Obeti Chantro, say, where you Fabi. You get my point? Yes. So at least add that to fix. Yes, I wouldn't recommend you like going straight and say, I don't really know the person. At least financial bushing, right? Good. And Anna Herman. Okay, so can I move to with my family if I stay with? Okay. A non-family member sponsor my education. Can I move with my family? Oh yes. Being a student or with a job offer. Once you have an LMIA, yeah, you can actually move with your family. And also being a student, yeah, you can actually. I would recommend you get in first, then you apply for them, right? Okay, let's say maybe and you have a husband and maybe you have some kids. Once you get into the country, then you apply for them, they also join you. Yeah, so they can actually move in with you, right? And Adumba Paul, please, I'm Paul from Ghana. Please, can you go over again with the 5 occupations you just talked about? Okay, so with the 5 occupations that I was talking about, I just said, if you are thinking of what choosing a program or which field you really want to venture in, IRCC has come up with a list of form and a list of occupations that they will be focusing on to select and nominate people from their express entry pool. Express entry pool is a broaden. It's for everybody. It's for the whole world. But as to move from that stage and get nominated and invited, it's a different thing altogether. So one, Adomba Paul, one is healthcare. Healthcare. Every course related to health, they are looking for people. And I just made mention of a whole lot of health professions. Number 2 is what the STEM professions. The STEM meaning science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the third one is for trades such as carpenters, plumbers, contractors. I will try to find other ones for the trades. They are looking for welders, they are looking for electricians, they are looking for plumbers, carpenters, construction, millwright, and industrial mechanics. They are looking for air conditioning mechanics. My God, Ghana, we don't value these people. They are looking for heating and refrigeration mechanics. They are looking for machine fitters. Fitter. They are looking for fitters. They are looking for elevator constructors. They are looking for mechanics, residential and commercial installers and services. Right? They are looking for a whole. Just have a skill. As you can see, all these trades are skilled. They all have a skill, and that is what Canada is. What they are looking for, professionally skilled. If you don't have a profession, you have a skill. That is what you are looking for. Yeah, number 4 is what transport. And as I made mention of, I listed a couple of transport operations like, and they are looking for managers in transportation. They are looking for railway carmen. They are looking for air pilots, flight engineers. They are looking for deck officers, water transport engineer officers. They are looking for transport truck drivers. They are looking for aircraft assemblers, aircraft assembly inspectors, contractors, and supervisors. A whole lot of occupations. And the last one is they are looking for those in agriculture and agri-food what occupations. That is the 5 what occupation list that IRCC is actually looking for. And these people, they are going to be offering PR. So if you don't find yourself in these category and it's not too late, please just switch. Just switch. Or if you are still here and you are yet to begin your studies, apply to these what category that I just listed, because you wouldn't want to jeopardize your time, your resources, your money. Schooling in Canada is way expensive, and from January 1st of next year, 2024, we are switching to 20 hours a week. Don't forget, 20 hours a week. You wouldn't want to like waste as low as 16,000 Canadian dollars or as high as 40,000 Canadian dollars. People are paying tuition here, 40,000 Canadian dollars, just to graduate and be now sending applications for jobs, and also um, go work in McDonald's. My guy, no. This is not to say it's not a good place, but once you want your permanent residence, you should be thinking of those areas, right? And you don't really need a certificate to work in these areas. V, please, is there any financial institution that can support my studies in Canada if I get admission to study 1 year? There are a couple of them. I think for like 2 days now, I've been having these same emails and messages. I've heard of Empower, but I don't really know. You know, I wouldn't say my experience, but what I've heard, not here per se, but with study loans and stuff, it's not really a good one that I will actually recommend for my family. Yeah, we are all a family on YouTube right now, but I wouldn't really recommend. What I will actually tell you is, if there is a way around it, at least have your money come in that. If you don't do that way and you go for student loans, you can actually waste a whole lot of years paying that loan. And every year it comes with its own interest. So it's not something I would really recommend you to like go in for. Yes. For Nanama, for Steve, by force family, yeah, everybody will come as well. We are a family here. So yes. So moving forward, one very important point is, do not rely on an agent. These agents, they are looking for their money. So whatever they want to tell you, just to give them money, they will tell you. They will come like, go and do this program. Once you are done, 2 years, yeah, permanent resident. No, it's not like that anymore. Do not rely on them. Mind you, you are the only person coming into Canada. He is still in Nigeria, he's still in Ghana, he's still in Zambia, wherever he is, and he's still bringing other people. But you are here to face the reality of Canada. And as I said, I make realistic videos. If you don't like the truth, you don't have to be here. I will tell you the truth before you come in. If you are here I will let you know what the grounds is talking, not what people are perceiving in their heads, right? Yes. Do not rely on an agent or any agency telling you what program to take in Canada. No. I believe you should always double check the career chances of such programs, whether it's tiny or large. And once it's tiny, don't do it. If it has a very tiny job prospect, don't come and do it. You will graduate and you will start applying for jobs and stuff. It will shock you to know that all those 5 courses, occupation lists that I just made mention of, once you are done schooling, your jobs, the employers will be rushing to hire you. Some will come with, I think I heard of a lady's story. She's a nurse, so she came in here, and I think she came with a visitor's visa. And currently, if you go to I am in northern of Ontario. I'm not in the southern part. Northern Ontario, they are booming for nurses. They rush you. This is something that I know that I know someone very close to me who has actually done it. The person is working as a nurse right now without what writing the NCLEX. Yeah, they have a temporary license from CNO like that. You start working as a nurse without what having to write your NCLEX. Like this is how they are rushing for nurses. They are rushing for plumbers. They are rushing for contractors. They are rushing for all those people who fall in that category of list. So please don't listen to what your agent is telling you. Double check. Else, when you come in, my dear, it is not all roses. Oh. Hmm. So let me tell you another thing. There are some specific occupations that are needed here in Ghana. I know a lot of people are desperate to like move out of Ghana, but no, don't be overly desperate and rush and enroll in any meaningless program. Meaningless program as in any genuine program which has no job prospects for you after graduation. Remember, schooling in Canada here is no joke, oh, my dear. It's way expensive. You can, as I said, you can pay as low as 16,000 Canadian dollars. 16,000 Canadian dollars multiplied by 8.8. Now in Ghana, it's 8.8 per $1. Multiply it by that. And also, aside your teaching, with your books, your transport, your bills, your rent, your groceries, and you can pay as high as 40,000 Canadian dollars. So I think you wouldn't want to just come in, throw money away in any program just like that. If you are not sure what program to take or what are the in-demand occupations here in Canada and you want some guidance and directive, you can actually always reach out by booking it. It's actually a paid appointment. Yes. And I always have the link in any of my videos on YouTube. Yes, I have all the videos here. Okay, so let's address some of the skirmishes. Your message has been retracted. Kindly resend it again. Ransad, word. Thank you, bro. Blessing. Bro, please. I have some with 2002 YX certificate and he applied for college in Canada. My question is, can distance from school affect his chances of getting visa approved? Many a times it does. Many a times it does. And from 2002, if he's using his WASI certificate, it's like 21 years. That's so what I would tell you to do is he needs to like explain in his statement of purpose, his SOP. He really needs to explain more why he left school about 20 years ago, at least, and he should give them a breakdown of all he was doing throughout these 20 years. Let's say, for example, maybe he wants to study nursing here. So he needs to like give them a breakdown. Let's say I worked in a clinic for 5 years and I worked in this institution, an NGO. I worked in this for so based on his experience, he has developed a passion to what enroll in a school in Canada and pursue what nursing. He should be able to explain. Other than that, they are going to refuse him. I hope this helps, right? Bernard Sean, please, the last time you provided your email, can you provide it one more time? I need to discuss something with you. Okay, so the email is Immigration Canada 6996 at gmail.com. Immigration Canada, one word, 6996 combined at gmail.com. Immigration Canada 6996 at gmail.com. Skirmishes, I always say this, we work for money. And if trade jobs will get me that money, why not? Drop that pride and go. My bro, if I tell you the kind of jokes we are doing here for money, me for instance, last year, for my first program, the kind of job I did to pay my fee, if I tell you, I'll say it. We are doing. I don't really know the adjective to describe it. We are doing like useless jobs. Like no prince will do such a job. As we all know, Asante Hene, every Kumasi born and bred is what? Is a prince. No prince will do that kind of job. But that was actually what I did to pay my school fees. So if it's gonna fetch you that money, my bro, just go and what and do it. I have an MBA finance, but I also have wording skills with MBTI. Okay, 1 and 2. I have a registered business doing wording control. You're doing great. And I have applied to study wording and fabrication in Canada. That's brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And also with commercials, winter 2025. I will suggest you start applying like early next year, right? So by March or April, you apply to the school. Hopefully, you get a response from the school around like a month afterwards, like 2 weeks to 1 month maximum. Then from that time you have more time to apply for your visa. You have more time to apply for your visa, and you can actually leave Canada real quick. Once you have a visa, you just leave. Yes, firstly, I always say at least pay your first semester fees from your own before you go. Yes, the agent will tell you if you go there today, you will find. My dear, the Lord is using you. I always tell people just to be on the safer side. I have a video here. Can you pay your first your tuition fee being an international student working part-time 20 hours there is no way. The agents are lying to people. You know, it's just to as she said, to be on the safer side, pay your first semester fees. Have it. If you don't pay it, have it in your account. Once you get in, pay it. At least $9,000, $7,000. You have your peace of mind. Then you start working, gather money to pay for the next semester. There is no way you can actually come in, start working before classes. And as currently, you are not allowed to start working before your studies begin. That is not it. You are not allowed to. But before, we always have our ways around it. That is not that the rules and regulations of IRCC. You are not allowed to work before your class starts. Right? So just to be on the safer side and have a peace of mind and not go under depression. As I always say, the depression it will catch everybody. The depression in Canada, it will reach everybody just like broken heart. But the thing is, as to when and how you will get yours is the problem. Somebody has been here for like 10 years, no depression. Somebody just catch now 1 week, depression catch them. So just to be on the safer side, I recommend you have your first tuition fee, as she said. Bless you for that, Faustina. Kathy V, during your previous live session, you talk about some 1-year course for nurses to pursue. By enlightening me on that. Which one exactly? Which one was that? Is it the one in Alberta? Is it the one in Alberta? Can you let me know, Kathy, if it's the one in Alberta? And Blessing, thanks for the invite. You're welcome, my dear. Adumba Paul, thank you very much for everything, and I believe your reward will be great because I will say you are a God sent for people. Oh my God, thank you very much, bro. Thank you very much. It's my dream to have a lot of Ghanaians come here. That's my dream. I want, I have a quote that I always say that we can't actually direct the winds. We can't direct the winds. What we can do is adjust our sails. NPP and NDC back home, what they are doing, they are the winds. They are doing what they can do. We can't direct them. They will never listen. What we can do is adjust our life. Just adjust your life the way you want it to fit. And me personally, I knew being there would not help me, so I just had to leave. You got my point. So, and as I came here, what I have seen, I really want everybody to come and experience it. I know a lot of people, Ghanaians and Africans, we work like animals. We work from 6 to 10 p.m., 16 hours. Imagine the kind of money you'll be making here if you work 16 hours. You're making a whole lot of money. So I really want a lot of people to come here. I really pray. I want a lot of people to come to Canada. I don't skirmishes. I'm already in the experience, but unfortunately, I forgot to change my primary occupation to knock 7. Oh, unless it was introduced. Oh, so I missed. Okay. Wow. So as we can see from skirmishes, If he hadn't forgotten to add his change his knock number, he would have actually had his PR in Ghana. He would have been a permanent resident of Canada living in Ghana. It's my bro. At least reapply. Yeah, try to reapply, or when you I think you've applied for winter 2025. Yes, and you can also do it once you get it. It's my prayer that the next time you try, bro, you have it. Isaac said, can I apply to a school with a technical NAPTEX set if I am not having a WIAC? I don't really know what NAPTEX is, but from the set, I believe it's a certificate. Yes. You don't really need, personally, I didn't add my overseas stuff when I was applying for my school. I just applied using my educational certificate and transcript and stuff. So yes, you can actually do it. You don't really need to have a WASI before you can just fill in, because it's a skill. It's a technical thing, and you need to like apply it to another technical thing. So you're good to go. Please, your email. Okay, my email is immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. Immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. Okay, so moving forward, let's have a look at why you need a post-graduation work permit. It's very important to have it. It will actually help you gain the Canadian experience in order to be invited to apply for your permanent residency. That is one most important requirement you must complete before applying for your permanent residency. And also, you must also pass your English proficiency exam and also obtain a job offer. So this is an additional information. Do you know that you can actually calculate your CRS score before you get here to Canada? Yes, you can. And I think from skirmishes, his message actually proves this point, right? He applied for the express entry in Ghana or wherever he is right now. But as to the point that you can actually calculate your CRS. And okay, let's say this is your first time hearing CRS. CRS is comprehensive ranking system. It is a tool used by IRCC or the government of Canada. So it's a tool that is used to assess and score your profile and rank it in the express entry pool. So it assesses your skills, your education, your language abilities, your work experience, and other factors, and gives you a score to join the pool. So you really need to calculate before you need okay, let me take it again. You really need to calculate your score, just because you need to know where you are lacking in, so you can actually take that bridging gap towards that side. So let's say you are lacking with experience. What you need to do is just come into Canada, get a job, and work and build on your experience. And if you are lacking with age, this is very much important. I know a lot of people watching me right now are above 30 years. Please listen. Your age is a very important factor in the express entry pool system. It will actually interest you to know that from after 30 years, every additional year that you have makes you lose 5 points. Yes. So from 20 years to 29 years, from 20 to 29 years gives you a score of 100, just 300 points. 30 gives you 95. 31 gives you 90 points. 32, 85 points. 33, 80 points. Like, it just go. Every additional year that you have loses 5 points from your total mark. That is how it is. So it's best to start early. If you are above 30 years, the best thing to do is start early. If you are thinking of applying to Ontario, if you're above 30 years or you're above 40 years, what I would tell you to do is not be thinking of Ontario. Have your PR done in another province. Let's say Newfoundland and Labrador, New Brunswick, what do we call Nova Scotia, those other provinces. Ontario is choked with a lot of children. When you say children, like a lot of teenagers and middle-aged people, like from 20 years to like 20, 25. So all of these people are going to have more what? More score than you, which is actually going to limit your chances of being selected. So what I will tell you, for about 40 years, please be looking at other provinces and all Ontario. Canada is Canada. Everywhere is Canada. You don't really need to focus on just Ontario, right? And also, if you are lacking with respect to education, in the case of education, you would want to bridge that gap by studying here in Canada, so that after you finish your studies, you will be able to apply for a PGWP, that's the post graduation work permit, and eventually transition into your permanent residency. That will actually be the case for a single applicant. But if you have your spouse with you, it's a different story, because while you are studying, your spouse can get a job offer. And with a spousal open work permit, it's an open work permit for your spouse. So whilst you are in school, your spouse will be what? Having a work here, and he or she will be working back to back, like full time. And he or she working full time will actually gain that working experience. So we have a lot of people who are still in school, but they've had what? Their permanent resident. They are still in school just because of his or her spouse working, just to gain their experience, and also he using what? His education to back it. I always say, have a plan before you come to Canada. It is very important that you have a strategic approach when it actually comes to getting your permanent residency. And, you know, it is not good to have a hasty application, because it's actually going to what? Make your application dead. And, once it's dead, you are going to be refused. So let's look at some of the questions, the comments, I think. Okay, so Isaac, can I apply to a school and get admission with a technical examination certificate if I'm not having what's it? Because I went to take it. I think I've addressed that one. KTV, KTV, I don't know which one. As a registered nurse in Ghana, what are some of the courses I can take to enter into Canadian Nursing Board after graduating? All you need is a nursing specialty here. So we have couple courses. We have palliative care, we have gerontology, nurse leadership and management. We have what about programs? A lot of programs, like a whole lot of programs. A lot of them. A whole lot of programs. Palliative care, nursing, gerontology, community health nursing, um, international nurses program, complex care, P. I wouldn't really recommend PSW, but nursing specialty programs, yes. And Martian Vibe. Hey bro, thanks for this info. I have a BSc agriculture. Can you please talk about the whole skills and the PR surrounding coming to do something in agriculture? Sorry, I didn't join it. Yeah, I've already addressed that one, but I will try to touch a little more on it again. Yes. Isaac, yeah, big ups. Abi Saeed. Hello, bro. You fine? Yes, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Osai Safo, please, how is the probability of getting a job earlier after studying occupational health and safety course? It's part of the healthcare occupation. So you are good to go. You are good to go. There is a wide job prospect. And also you can actually just double check on it. But to me, once it's a health program and it's got to do with safety, you are good. I pray I get my PRs in Ghana as soon as I land in Canada. I'll connect ASAP, my bro. ASAP, ASAP. Just once you get in, just connect for an interview on next. I would love that. I would really love that. I pray, my God, the Lord who did it for me, may He do it for you also, right? Sheila Kutu, I'm Sheila from Ghana. Thanks for all you are doing for us. My question is, I have admission for Humber College to study mental health and addiction. Will my PR be a big deal for me? No, since it's the health program, mental health and addiction, over here, I really wish I can say this in here. Over here, a lot of people are addicted to like smoking and stuff. So you coming to do mental health and addiction, and addiction goes with mental health. So it's actually a good program, and it's also health related. Yes, it's it. So big ups, Sheila Koto. It's really going to be smooth, Yes, all you need to do is just pay attention to their rules and regulations and their eligibility criteria. Once you get in, don't work more than 20 hours, and also don't work before your studies begin. You are good to go. Yes. Kofi, I'm in an institution in Ghana here, going to third year 2024, but I have gotten admission to study in New Brunswick. The person who helped me gain the admission said I can come with there without tuition. The same question again. So Kofi, on this channel, if you want to have the truth, just come here. So this is the truth. I'm going to give it to you. We have a lot of colleges and institutions here who do not take tuition deposits. I know of Windsor. I know of, I think, New Brunswick, the one you are talking about. But the thing is, earlier this year coming, a lot of people nearly got deported because of not paying tuition deposit. A lot of we the blacks, we've abused that advantage. A lot of people come in, they don't pay, they don't go to school. So the immigration officers, they've actually adapted a new strategy that if you haven't paid a tuition deposit, some of them will just tell you to leave the country because you've not confirmed your seat for the program. So what I'll tell you to do is at least just pay like $500 to the school and get a receipt from the school, just to be on the safer side. So once you get to the port of entry and you are being asked, have you made any payment to the school towards your tuition? You just show it to the person. Proof is proof. Off you go, right? Another thing is, I don't know if he added that, if you don't gain your tuition fee before you come into Canada, and he is telling you or she is telling you that you can actually work when you get to Canada, it's fallacy. It's a big fallacy. It's falsehood. He's just playing with your head. There is no way you can actually work and get your tuition just like 2 months or 4, 5, 6 months, 1 year before your school. No, it is not. And remember, we are going back to 20 hours a week. You are just working 20. I have a detailed video. Go and watch it. It's on the channel. Can you pay your tuition deposit, work as an international student working 20 hours a week? Go and watch it, my bro. It's a detailed video. After you are watching, you yourself, you know what to do next, right? Okay. And work for 1 year and switch my school to a new school so I can pay my fees. No, bro, no. Go watch the video. You understand everything I'm talking about. Osai Safo, please, how is the probability of getting the job earlier after studying occupation? I think I've addressed this one. Oh, yeah. So as I said, the job prospect, I think it's very large, but you can also try to double check on that. Thank you very much for answering my call. Oh, okay. May God bless you. Thank you very much, my dear. Bashi of Lagos, I'm looking forward on New Brunswick Community College. I think they are on the, yes, they are. I have a video on that one, to top cheapest colleges in Canada, and NBCC is actually one of the cheapest colleges here. And I also have a video about cheap universities also here in Canada. Yes. So you all those who are looking to have a cheap college or university, yeah, I have a video on that. Yeah, I listed on their tuition rate and their tuition deposit and stuff. So kindly go watch it. Wonder Earth, hello bro. I almost made this session. Please, can I apply for a student visa this month and get approved and move to no, bro. No. I'll just tell you the truth. No. The visa processing times have changed drastically. They have changed. Okay, then let me just shock you with this. We have a lot of people who are in Canada. Some people tend to do the 1+1 program. So we have a lot of people who are currently in Canada who have completed their first program, and they've actually applied for a study permit extension. Some applied in like August, some applying in like July. They are still not. They are in Canada. They've not had any email from IRCC saying yes, your visa has been extended and stuff. Talk less of outside of Canada, right? So you applying to for a study this month and expecting to move to Canada, no, it's not feasible. No, unless you have heavenly grace and angelic powers and stuff, just to penetrate into the head of an immigration officer. And other than that, no, my bro. The best thing to do is actually defer your program. Just defer you to summer or fall, right? Just defer you to that side and have more time to apply for your program for your visa. Sorry. Yes. Kativi, thank you. I will look into the program, but I will email. Good. Just send me an email, all right? Wonder Earth, please, database development and administration, a good course. Database. Um, database. I think it is. Let me just confirm for you right quick, okay? Database. Let me just check the stem if database is part of it. Hmm. Database analysts and data administrators. If that is, yeah, I think it is data administration. Yes, so it's actually part of what the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics or occupations. So it's actually a good program, and it has a knock number attached to it. The knock number is 21223. So it's actually a good one. Yes. Or say, Jeff, how cheap is Britain is not cheap. No, it's not cheap. Kibritin has, I think, with I checked with a client of mine, and their diploma, they have a post baccalaureate diploma in health something, healthcare administration or something, and it was more than $20,000. So it's not cheap. $20,000 a year is not cheap. Yes, it's it's medium, but it's not really cheap. Yes. If you want to find cheap university, as I said, I have a video on that one. Can you go check it out? Or say, Safo, please, is someone good to go with a building? What draughtsmanship? Wow, course. And can a person get job earlier afterwards? I don't really know, but seeing the building, I think it's a skill thing. And as you can remember, with the trades I made mention of, they need builders, so architect and stuff. It's got to do with architecture, building, house and stuff. You're good to go, right? Yes. So that's with that one. Architect, yes. And landscape architect, land surveyors, and urban and land use planners. If it's got to do with those kind of stuff, so it's actually a good one. Please, bro, I've sent you an email. Okay. I'll check it after the live session. Okay. So as I was saying, it's very important to have a strategic approach before you come to Canada. Have a plan. This is how I want to strategize. For the next 3 years, I'm going to school for 2 years. Right after that, I will try to obey the rules and regulations. Right after that, I will apply for my PGWP. I will work for 1.5 years. And in that time, I will apply for my PR. Or I'm going to apply for a 1 year program. I don't have enough money. I just want to do a 1 year program. And for that one, your chances of getting your PR is kind of limited. So you wouldn't want to jeopardize that small chance by doing any meaningless program. What you should be thinking of doing is doing one of these 5 occupation lists, a course in that sector, right? Just go do it. Once you are done, at least within the first 3 months, you can get what? A job offer. And once you have a job offer, even after your working permit expires, your employer can also give you, if he or she has what the LMIA approved, he can give you an LMIA to extend and give you a work permit for 2 years. Within that 2 years, you can get what your PR, and you having an LMIA is street PR. So you should have a plan before you come here. If you watch a couple of my videos, I've always been saying it. Don't just come. Don't just come. Have a plan. Devise a plan. Else, when you get in here, the depression is going to set in. You are going to seek for bad advice from wrong people. You are going to waste your time here. Because over on this land, we have no time. We have every hour count. So please have a plan before you come. All right. So just to recap, let's say maybe you didn't join quite early. So, and you're asking yourself, and also you would like to know if getting a study permit guarantee your permanent residency pathway, just a straightforward thing. No, it is not a guarantee to it. It is not. It would not provide you with your permanent residency. Rather, there are some key steps and processes after graduation that you need to meet to be able to get your permanent residency, and which I've listed them in this video. So if you just joined and you want to have a full session right from here, this video is going to be uploaded automatically. So kindly go watch it. Have your pens and paper ready. Just put some things down. You should really have a plan before you come. Remember, as I said, you can always reach out and book maybe a paid appointment. Yes, and link is always in my YouTube videos. Yes. So let's address some of these comments. I think someone sent in a message which I've forgotten. What's it about? Sir, from Safo say, Adam Paul, my email is immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. Immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. Safo, Safo, please, can you please tell me something small about Khan College? I think I have a video on that one. Yes. Khan College, Canada College. Canada College has a DLI. What I'll just tell you is simple. It has a DLI. It has no PGWP eligibility. It has no PGWP. So you just come to this school. Hopefully, maybe you want to go back to Ghana. You want to establish your business over there. You want to establish from your name, you are Ghanaian. So if you are thinking of just having the knowledge here and returning based on your SOP, you said you are going to return after your studies, then do this, right? I have a video about DLI, as I was talking about DLI and PGWP eligibility. That is the first most important thing to do if you want to apply to a school here. Because once you apply, there is no turning back unless you want to switch programs, or not even switch programs, switch institutions. That is the only thing you can do. But for Khan College, that is what I can say. It has a DLI, it has no PGWP eligibility. Jefferson is post-baccalaureate diploma in supply chain management program a good choice to pick. Supply chain, I don't really know what these people do, but as I said, if it's got to do with trades, if it got to do with transport, if it got to do with science, technology, engineering, mathematics, healthcare, and agriculture, it's a good choice. I said, please, can you repeat the 5 jobs you mentioned earlier? Yes, I just mentioned them right now. And Sheila Akoto is Sheila again. Please, I have started my visa application, but I'm yet to have my biometrics and medicals. But my class starts in January 8th. I don't know how long it will take for my visa. The best thing to do is defer, my dear. Email your school and tell them this is your situation. So you want to defer to maybe summer 2024 or fall 2024. Because currently, I don't know when you submitted your visa application, but what you need to do is at least, per their visa processing times, it actually takes like after you are done submitting your medicals, you should give them a space of 6 weeks to 3 months. That is the time you need to give them. You don't, after submitting, it just happens once in a while that a person after submitting his or her medicals, maybe like a week or 2 or 3 or 1 month afterwards, he or she gets to coming for his passport or his medical and stuff. It doesn't really happen. The best thing to do for Sheila Koto, defer. Email your school and tell them about your situation. Just defer, and for summer 2024 or fall 2024, and have more time to wait on your visa. And let's say if you defer to fall and your visa is to come in January or March, you jackpot, right? Kofi, how long does a study visa takes to be approved? Yes, as I was saying, it's relative. It's relative. Somebody can apply, let's say today, and his or her visa will be approved in 4 weeks. I think I saw one in 8 days, just 8 days. But someone has applied since July, not applied, did biometrics since July, and still hasn't had any chance to go and do his or her medicals, right? So it's kind of relative. They don't really have a stipulated number of days or weeks, but you just need to give them till 3 months after you are done submitting your medicals. This is to say that before you submit your medicals, those times do not belong to what the visa processing times. That's how it is, right? Good. I think I haven't jumped in a question here. I'm sure. I think I have not. So Safo was saying, back to the five jobs occupation list that I just made mention of. One, you should be thinking of healthcare. Two, you should be thinking of the STEM occupations. The STEM occupations are the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Any course in this sector, you should be targeting that side. Another one is trades. Trades as in carpenters, building architectures, plumbers, contractors, everything trade. Number four is transport. Everything, truck drivers, railway operators, air flight conductors, everything transport. Five is agriculture and agri-food occupations, everything farmers, everything agriculture, right? Landscaping, everything. You know, it's kind of funny that these five occupation lists that they are looking for, we don't regard them back home. We don't regard them. Every farmers help feed us, but we don't regard them. We just we don't. But they are what accepted here, and they are the ones Canada is willing to what dish their PR to. So if you want to also have your PR after your studies, please, you should be looking at what these areas, not other areas. Don't go and do, as I call them, meaningless programs. No, you'll just end up throwing your money away. You just, as you know, in the school, they are there just to receive your money and teach you. Once you are done, they graduate and they tell you, go in peace. We wish that what you get a job. If you don't have a job, there's nothing they can actually do to help, right? From Wonder Earth, information needed on Canada Career and Education College. Thank you. This school, it has a PGWP. Sorry, it has a DLI. It has no PGWP eligibility. That is all I can say. And I have a video on those PGWP thing, yes, which I explained. So, whilst watching the video on the DLI and PGWP, you also take your phones or your laptop, and you also be doing that same thing with me, checking your school that you are thinking of applying. Let's say you even have what your acceptance letter from the school, but you haven't paid anything yet. Try to watch those. All my videos are very informative. As I said, I make realistic videos over here. I make real content. I wouldn't come and just lie to you. I am here and I am telling you what is on the ground. Jackwood, I know, you lay, but don't worry. This video will automatically be uploaded, so don't worry. Okay. Gideon Jesse, what about Office Administration Health Services? It's a health program, so anything health is good. Everything, any program that falls under the occupation list is a good one that you need to go and what do. So, guys, if you have any more questions, I'm willing to address them. Yes. So, as I said, if you go and maybe try researching and still you don't have anything and you need more guidance and maybe directives, you can always book a paid appointment. The link is all in my YouTube videos description. Every video description that you select, you'll find the booking link there. Yes. So that is all for today in this episode, guys. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. I believe that we've had an interactive session and you really enjoyed this session. So if you still haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to this channel and keep sharing the videos to other people. These are pertinent information that everyone, whether you are in Canada, even if you are in the flight coming to Canada, you need videos like this. You are thinking of searching for schools, thinking of relocating to Canada, you need videos like this. So let's keep sharing, let's keep liking, and don't forget to comment. Just leave anything that comes to mind after this live session. Just write in the comment section. I'll address them. All right. And please subscribe and share these videos. All right. I think Duke Coneduments, and let's say that your school starts in January and you've not gotten your visa yet. Do some of the schools give an extension deadline? The best, for the schools, they have some design dates for everything. Most of the schools here, they begin their winter program by January 8 or 9. So what I'll tell you to do right now, if you haven't gotten your visa yet, defer. Write an email to the school, right? Just tell them your situation. This is the situation I find myself in. I've applied for my visa since this time, but still I haven't heard from IRCC yet. So please, I want to defer to the next available intake. And that is two ways around it. If the program that you have has availability in like the next 2 semesters, it's actually going to be another thing, another issue altogether. So let's say a course like PSW, nursing and stuff. You have the winter intake. Automatically, the summer is also full because all those who apply for January who didn't get, they are going for the summer. And if the summer is also full, fall is about to what? Get full. So email the school. Just tell them your problem. All right. And I am sure they will give you another intake. So when you have another acceptance letter from them, you update it on your GCK portal, your IRCC. And one thing that I'm giving free to you guys is, if you are thinking of moving, like leaving Ghana in a few days, please, if you didn't apply for your visa yourself, please go to your agent, take a pen and paper, write your GCK logins, your details, write it on a paper. They've started giving computers and laptops to newcomers, telling them to key into their visa portal. If you don't have it and you are taken back to Ghana because of this, my dear, what will you tell your what will you what are you going to tell your people? That, oh, I landed in Canada and I was asked to log in into my GCK. People don't even know the GCK. What GCK is, they don't know. Please go to your agent, tell them, give me the logins. When they give it to you, log in and see if it's the right details. If it's not, they've started bouncing people. Please, I beg. As I said, I want everybody to be here. Please come over. Don't stay behind. Don't stay, please. No more comments. More, let's say, Bashi. Thanks for today and always. Thanks, bro. Thanks for always joining. Jackward, awesome presentation. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Duke, Kunadu Mensa, Osei, Safo. Please, coming with school without PGWP for a course, for a year course, can I continue with different school with PGWP for another year after finishing the first school? What I will tell you, you are coming with, you are not in the school already. Switch to another school. Don't go and throw money in a school that will not give you PGWP, because after you will school for 2 years and you will still be given 1 year to work. It just, please. Once you are coming in, you are still in Ghana or Nigeria. Per your name, you are still in Ghana. What I will tell you to do is, if your visa is in, apply to another school right away. So let's say you are coming for the winter intake. Apply to a school that is PGWP eligible for the summer 2024. Once you get into Canada, wait, you don't go to school. Defer. Tell the school that that has no PGWP. Defer from the program. Once you defer, update IRCC. You are there. Then you wait. Once you have the acceptance letter from the summer school that has PGWP, you update IRCC again. You send. So I am switching my program because I didn't know this school does not offer PGWP, and they will be gladly all ready to assist you. You just switch programs. Don't go and throw money, my dear. Schooling in Canada, as I say, says even if it's $1,000, it's money. Please, once you are coming in, don't come and study in a no PGWP eligible institution. They are in for the money. I beg. Where we are coming from, horses and chariots are chasing us. We don't have time to waste money. Please. Adombapo, it seems we are carried away with the good news and are not liking it. Please, guys, let's start. I beg you, let's like the video. Let's keep liking it. As I am, Adomba Paul said, yes, I beg at least we. That's what we can do. Thank you, thank you. Please, let's like this video. Yes, let's like this video. Faustina, don't. Oh, my Fausti, great presentation. Thank you very much, Nanama. Thank you for joining. Much love, much love. See me back doors, okay? See me back doors. Blessing. Also love your program. Thank you very much, Blessing. Thank you very much. And Osei Safo, thank you very much. Thank you all guys for joining me. Kindly smash the like button of this video. Yes, other people need to see this video, right? So let's keep subscribing, let's keep sharing our videos, and hopefully more content like this. As I said, I make realistic videos. More content like this will come by. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for joining me. It's my prayer that everything that we are all doing tends to be fruitful. Yes, Duke. Is there a way to connect with you? Yes. I think we are on TikTok, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook. The same name, the TA Effect GH, and also on an email. You can reach me on immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. Immigrationcanada6996@gmail.com. I'll be ready to assist all of you guys. Yes, thank you very much, and let's please smash the like button of this video and share to our loved ones. This is a very pertinent information that everyone needs to have. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. So I leave you all with much love. So see you in the next episode. Till then, please take care of yourself. I love you all. Bye bye.